You want to find that drive and focus that has you locked in and on fire every single day? My book, The Mirror Motivation, will do it for you. I bought a copy for you. You take care of the shipping. The book is free. Click the link down there. I got you.
DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos where I was talking about why you're not getting the ball on the basketball team. And this player was basically saying, you know I'm a good player, but there's another player on the team. He's older than me. He's like a couple years ahead of me. And he scored more points. He scored a whole bunch of points last season. So he has seniority, I guess, is what this player was trying to communicate. And every time this player has the ball, I'm trying to get the ball. The complaining player saying, I'm trying to get the ball and calling for it, but he doesn't pass it to me. He just tells me to go away, go to the other side, go around and go to the other side of the court, and he gets to take all the shots. And even though this complaining player was saying, even though I know I'm good, I don't have any say on this team because this guy's older than me. What am I supposed to do in this situation? Okay. This is a question that I've gotten this question in like 100 different forms, but it's the same question, but I'm going to address it because I know these days y'all got short attention spans, so you want me to answer the same question every week in a different format. So here it is. Basketball is not about having a say. All right, this is not the debate team. All right, this is not the news. This is not First Take or Speak for Yourself or Undisputed or a political debate. This is not about having a say. Having a say matters when you're in the type of business that revolves around talking. All right, so basketball ain't about talking. Is talking involved in basketball? Yes, but basketball is not about talking. Basketball is about the very name of the game, putting the ball in the basket. People who do that, or the team that does that most successfully, is the team that wins the championships. And to the victors go the spoils. So for you saying that you don't have a say because maybe this guy's older than you, or first of all, let's back up even more. You do have a say because obviously you know how to talk. You said you called for the ball, which means you have the ability to speak. You know how to communicate because you know how to read and write. I mean, you wrote a comment on a YouTube video, so you know how to communicate. The only difference between you and that other player is that I'm sure he has the same communication skills that you have. Maybe his are sharper, maybe his are better. He's probably more confident than you because he has more experience, because he has more cachet. He has the achievements under his belt that you don't have. Who is it that has declared that he has more say than you? Obviously it's you. You're the one who's saying this guy has more say than you, and then you're saying you're powerless because of it, and then you're asking me what you're supposed to do about it. Well, first of all, you gotta go to the root of the whole cause, which has nothing to do with the other player, has nothing to do with anybody else on the team, has nothing to do with anything other than your own lack of conviction in your own game and your own abilities. That's the only problem that you have. Any player who is like this in coaching, I'm not talking about sports coaching. I'm talking like business coaching. When I coach business professionals or entrepreneurs or anyone who's trying to get from where they are and get to a better space. When it comes to coaching, we ask this question. This is a question that we ask people like, all right, knowing where you are now, where would you want to be, let's say a year from now if we work together, right? And then you ask that person, why, even though you know where you want to get to and you know where you are, why are you not there yet? Why is there this gap between where you are and where you want to be? What is missing between here, point A, and a year from now, point B? What's missing? Why haven't you done it yet? This is the question that you ask somebody. This is before you sign them up, before they pay you anything. This is when you're just deciding and you're both evaluating, is this person going to be able to coach me? And I'm asking, am I going to be able to coach this person? Is this person a worthy client? This type of person I even want to invest my time in, regardless of the money. And here's the thing. When they start answering that question, we're listening for one thing. And let me tell you what that one thing is. And all you athletes, especially you young people, whether you're an athlete or not, please take this to heart what I'm about to tell you right here. This is the one thing that we look for when I'm looking at somebody who could possibly be a coaching client of mine. When I ask them why they haven't gotten what they gotten, do they talk about themselves or do they talk about other people? Do they talk about the things that they haven't done, or do they talk about some circumstance or situation that's holding them back? Do they talk about why they have come up short and the things that they know they need to do that they have just not done, that they're seeking help for? Or do they blame other people? Do they blame their teammates? Do they blame their coaches? Do they blame their family? Do they blame their employees? Do they blame the industry? Do they blame somebody trying to hold them back? Do they blame the haters? Or are they putting everything on their own shoulders? That's the only thing that we're looking for. That's the only thing I'm looking for when I'm talking to somebody who's asking me to help them out. And here's the thing. The person who is saying And when I ask that question, the person who starts talking about themselves, they say, you know what, Dre, I'm not where I want to be right now because I haven't been very disciplined. You know, I don't really believe in myself as much as I should. I'm not following through on the things that I start. I have the information, but I'm not really applying it. You know, I could be a whole lot more professional way that I approach my work. I do need to get some better and more information when it comes to how I apply the things that I know. You know, I do need to be more serious about having the right kind of process and doing it all the time the way that it's supposed to be done. When I'm hearing somebody say those kind of things, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I can help this person. I can work with this individual. You know why I can work with that person? Because they're taking everything that is missing in their life, in their business, in their sport, and you know who they're blaming, they know who they're placing the responsibility on? They're saying it's on me. I'm the reason why I'm not where I want to be. And because they know they're the reason, I can coach them and we can fix all those problems, because all the problems are self-contained. All the problems are right here between me and you. All the problems are right there. I know things that you don't know. I can tell you things that you may not be able to tell yourself. I can see things in you that you can't see yourself. I'm gonna help you because we know that the whole problem is right here at this table, all right, between me and you. You understand? I can help that person. But see, the person who says, I asked them, why you not where you wanna be? And they say, well, my teammate did this, my coach did that, my wife did this, my kids that, the industry this, my coworkers this shady business partner this company that I partnered with 3 years ago, they did this, the government is doing this, the weather is like this, my next door neighbor is like this. If everything that they're pointing at, every reason why they're not where they want to be, they're pointing outside. There's someone over there, over there, over there, over there. All the problems are scattered all over the globe. None of them are at the table that we're sitting at that moment. I'm going to tell that person, I can't help you. Nobody can help you. I can't help you. You can't help you, obviously. Nobody else can help you because all your problems are so scattered all over the globe. There's no way we could gather those all together and get all those ducks aligned in a row. You know why? Because the problem is not self-contained. The problem is all over the place. We can't control him, her, them, it, and all that other stuff that you're talking about. We can't control that. We can't control you. But since all the problem is outside of you, there's nothing we can do about the situation. It looks like you're pretty much stuck where you are. A year from now, you're still gonna be in the same spot. Until or unless you change your perspective on what the problem is. See, as long as the problem is outside of you, it's gonna keep being a problem. And you're gonna have a problem your whole life. And this is what most people do. They spend their whole lives, most people who have a problem that's outside of themselves have a problem that's outside of themselves their whole lives. Nothing ever changes. You know why? Because they're not taking responsibility. They're not taking ownership. They are not taking personal accountability. Now, I completely understand that sometimes you deal with some shady people. Sometimes people do some things they shouldn't do. Sometimes extenuating circumstances affect your situation, and there are certain things that you have to deal with that are not your fault. I 100% understand. I completely agree. It's happened to me. It's happened to you. It happens to everybody. It's going to happen to all of us again. But even when something that you can't control happens to you, just because you're not to blame doesn't mean you're not responsible if it's affecting your life, your business, your career, your sport. If you didn't catch what I just said, rewind that and listen to it again. Just because it's not your fault doesn't mean it's not your responsibility if it's affecting you. Something could happen right now that's not my fault that affects my business, my bottom line, my revenue. And if I don't do anything about it because it wasn't my fault, and I'm not gonna have any money, but I can blame whoever it was that's responsible for it. I ain't got no money, but it was their fault that I ain't got no money. All right, how do I sound? All right, you're like, yo, how you gonna blame them? Like, you the one that ain't got, when you gonna do something for yourself? That's the whole point. Life is the bottom line. This is a whole different video I gotta do talking about that. So I ain't even gonna get into that, but I want y'all to understand. I might make that the next video. You gotta take full responsibility. If the problem is someone outside of yourself, the problem will always be someone outside of yourself. You will never have power. You will never make happen what you want to make happen as long as the responsibility is on someone other than you. No matter where you go, there you are. You can move all around the globe with that mindset. The same problems will follow you everywhere you go. Your problems have a passport. Oh, that's a good one right there. I'm gonna use that. Your problems got a passport. All right, wherever you go, they're gonna follow you as long as they're not your responsibility. You gotta own them and do something about it. Hopefully that helps one person out there. Maybe it should help 1 million people out there. So we gotta, I don't know, at least one. Let's just start with one. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.